Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Revolting review. I'm Random Ross and in this one I review Dracula. So this is the 1958 Hammer Studios version, which again was screenplay written by Jimmy Sangster and directed by Terrence Fisher, and of course it starred Peter Cushing, Michael Gore, Melissa Sterling and Christopher Lee. So this is based on Bram Stoker's novel Dracula, and we follow Jonathan Harker as he goes to Dracula's castle to take on a job as his librarian, and of course after bizarre things happen after Harker is taken over by Dracula and stuff. Van Helsing goes on the look for him and finds that he has been converted into a vampire, and of course, Van Helsing believes that Lucy Mina may be next, and of course also Lucy, and it's down to Van Helsing and Mina's husband Arthur, played by Michael Gore, to stop this evil threat that is Dracula. So that's the story there. So what did I like about this one? Well, this was 82 minutes long. I didn't actually watch this on the telly last night. It was on the telly, but I thought, you know what, I'll pop out an old DVD and chill out and watch it, because I thought it's a bank holiday, I'll give it a watch. So this film's about 82 minutes. So again, not a long film. Sometimes films like this, I'm glad they're not long. So I liked Christopher Lee playing Dracula. I thought he was perfect in the role, even though he was not doing the whole classic Bela Lugosi thing. He spoke in his own English voice. I actually didn't mind that, because he wasn't trying. I don't think he was trying to be too much like Bela Lugosi. He was bringing his own take onto the character, which again I liked, because even though Lugosi invented that trope of how Dracula is played, Christopher Lee gave his own portrayal of it, which I did like. I also thought the makeup effects for the blood was good, and the fangs. Of course, Christopher Lee didn't say any lines of dialogue at all with them fangs in, because he couldn't, because it did bring difficulty for him to speak. And in Prince of Darkness, he didn't say anything at all, because he always had the fangs in and that, and had no lines. But yeah, Christopher Lee had lines this time, and he was basically the whole sellout point of this one. I also liked Peter Cushing as Van Helsing. Again, a similar sort of person to Victor Frankenstein, but not as villainous. He was more of a heroic person in this, and fought against Dracula. I also like Michael Gore. He was a good supporting actor in this, and I always knew him as Alfred from the classic Batman movies. He played Alfred in 4 classic Batman films, from Tim Burton's 1989 Batman to Joel Schumacher's Batman and Robin, but the less said about that one, the better. I thought, he was good. He's also the Celestial Toymaker in Doctor Who. I've never seen that serial because a majority of it is lost, but maybe one day I will watch that one. I also thought, the pacing was a bit better. It wasn't dragged out. We got some drama in there. We got some, we did get some poor, tacky visual fit moments in there, which I would like when you could see the blood when, okay, that's like clearly paint or something. Or when we, I just feel that, again, there was some poorly done acting in there, but probably were effective for its time, and probably it was convincing back then. But to me, I just feel it wasn't. But Hammer horrors, they make me proud to be British, and that we have a British horror brand there, which is Hammer. And You know, I do love these films and the series that they have. This, of course, was the start of the Hammer Horror Dracula franchise, because that went on to go for 16 years. Like, we got this one, Dracula, Brides of Dracula, then Prince of Darkness, The Blood of Dracula or something, and The Taste of Dracula's Blood. They had a good number of sequels out between 1958 and 1974, where Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing played Dracula and Van Helsing in a majority of them. Also, they had the whole dun 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 score, you know, with the whole like suspenseful, classic vintage horror music that they played. But again, I just chilled out, relaxed, and didn't take it seriously. I just enjoyed watching it for what it was. So, ratings, I think I will give 1958's Hammer Dracula. Again, I'll give this one 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 stabs for Dracula, so there you go. There is my review for this one. Have you seen it? Let me know down in the comments below if you have, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I've been Random Ross, and this has been Revolting Review, so until next time, doing up nightmares.